Oh my gosh.
Guess who's back?
Here we go.
Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Hold on.
Some things just don't change.
Back? Guess who's back? Hi, Joe.
Oh my God.
Hi. I missed you.
Has it been like that long?
It's been like 3 months.
Since you've been around?
Your birthday.
I have not seen. Well, no, I saw you.
Your birthday. You dropped off a kid at my house.
I forgot about that. I was like, wait, that wasn't that long ago.
That wasn't that long ago. But since I've been at your house, it was your birthday.
Wow. It's been a long time.
January 1st, 2024. Just kidding.
January 1st? Did you already forget my birthday?
No,
it's been that
June.
long.
Yes.
So yours is December. Don't tell me.
Wait,
I think it's the 19th.
Yeah, good job.
All right. I wanted to say 18th, but I think it was the 19th.
It's okay. You would have been close enough. So that would have been yours is easy.
Nobody should forget mine, because it's me, but also it's June 1st. I mean, how do you
that's
forget
what
that?
I mean. It's easy. It's halfway through the year, and it's on the 1st of it.
Right.
You sure your mom didn't make that up? Your mom was like, I just want to make this easier for me. Let's do June 1st.
Honestly, what would have been easier is I was 3 days away from John.
Oh.
So we almost had the exact same birthday.
That would have been great. What do they call that? Irish twins?
I think if you're born within the same 12 months, you're Irish twins. Which
so
means, like, AKA, your parents wasted no
time whatsoever.
Get right back on that pony.
Bless the private areas of a mother.
I know, right? That's got to be destruction. I can't imagine if you were pregnant. This isn't the topic, but this is our 5-minute catch up. So just whatever. I can't imagine being pregnant and then immediately being pregnant again.
You can't. You don't even have the capability to be.
I know, that's why I can't imagine it.
I can't, and I do have the capability.
Would you space them out?
I would have one.
Oh, maybe. Really? Just one and done?
Yeah. You know what changed that? You bringing a kid to my house.
Oh, I know.
I was like, maybe I do want one. One and done, though. I don't think I want more than one.
Is Nick an only child?
Technicality, yes, from his father, but his mom had 2 kids.
Okay, so he has half.
So he has half.
Okay, all right. But did he grow up with them? Is this like too personal?
No,
Okay.
like kind of off and on. Like they were significantly like they're like 13 years older than him.
Oh, okay. So, but I mean, when he was growing up, he was kind of like a little bit only childish.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So he's cool with just having one too.
Yeah. I mean, we like. I think we're both okay with having none, but like I think at this point I want one. The problem is that I just want a healthy baby, of course. But if it's a son, I can get a little mini Nick, which is really cool, and like can put him in sports and whatever else. And I would love to see what a mini Nick would look like. But I also want a little mini best friend. In a girl.
All right, first of all.
So like I don't know.
Kids can't become your friends until they're older.
No, I feel like when they're young, like in that like 5, 6, like you can like dress them up, like it's like a doll, like you like dress them up.
Yeah, ask
like,
Mel about that.
Yeah.
Ask Mel about how she gets around doing that.
But like, I felt like I had a little best friend. Like we were snuggling and watching movies. But granted, I'm not her parent, obviously,
right. That's
so
why
it's
it's
a very
a different
situation. But I like felt like I got a little best friend out of it. It was really cute.
Yeah, they're great when they're not yours. You just all right. Well, here. Go back to your parents.
We had the greatest time. We
sure.
ate popcorn and Cheez-Its and snuggles with blankets and watched SpongeBob. It's great.
She is on a SpongeBob kick. So when I'm over there, and I laugh like hysterically watching SpongeBob because it's so good.
I love it because it wasn't like she was like, "Can we watch Bluey?" In which case, I don't know Bluey. Like
Bluey's not bad,
but I grew up on SpongeBob. Like it was like. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching what I would be watching anyways if you weren't here. So this is perfect. Like, yeah. So I don't know.
When I had the other one, I put on Toy Story. Okay. I put on Lion King and I put on Aladdin. 3 bangers. I mean, because I enjoyed it.
I was gonna say off the bat, like, so if I were to have like a little girl, I would put on all the Disney DComs because I feel like that's like a recipe for success. Like we'll start with like the Lizzie McGuire movie and then Cheetah Girls. And like we'll go to like Twitches. Like we'll just watch them all.
Those Twitches.
Remember with Tia and Tamara Mowry?
Oh, and they were witches?
twin witches.
Yeah,
Twitches.
Yeah. That wasn't one of the ones I enjoyed from them.
You were probably a little bigger.
Bigger?
You're a little older.
You were probably too fat to watch.
You were probably a little too old for that because that was like like that came out later. Because like this was like after Sister. Shut up. Well, we're definitely back. That's for sure.
Oh my God.
Anyways, okay.
Anyway, break the ice here.
Not related to Disney DComs is Terrifier.
The complete opposite.
Which is complete opposite of a Disney DCom. What is this?
Be gentle.
I know. What is this? I just hawk it.
Be gentle with her.
What is this, Joseph?
So recently, the Funko.
You're gonna hate me.
Why?
Can I take credit for this? This
No.
obsession.
No. Let me have the floor first.
Okay.
All right. You
ready.
have to have your moment to shine.
I just had to.
So Funko came out with their line of Funko Pops for Terrifier. Finally. 4 of them. But there's also a Chase variant, which is this one, which is the most valuable one.
Joseph, how much did you spend on this?
I can't say.
Can't confirm or deny.
I can't confirm nor deny, but there's a reason why I can't confirm nor deny, because I accidentally. So you can only buy this off of Funko because it's an exclusive right now. But then there's resale on eBay, so people are selling them.
Yes.
I, like an idiot, bid on 2, I guess, and won both of them. And I didn't know until the second one showed up, and I go, "Wait, what?" And then I gifted it to Graham because because I already paid for it. I can't return it, and I don't want to. I feel like that's just being like hoggy. And we were supposed to go to the same convention to get it signed.
Yes.
So I just gave him one. I'm like, here, now you have the most valuable one, and I have the most valuable one. Let's get it signed.
Okay.
Things happened.
Yes.
I wasn't able to make the convention, but Graham,
being the great friend that he is,
being so solid, stood in line a second time on Sunday to get that signed by Damien Leone and David Howard Thornton, who plays Art. And okay, so then let's backtrack now. So I saw the second one. I think I saw the poster the day that you mentioned it on Roku.
Yes.
Because me and Graham went to the movies, and he's like, "Oh, Terrifier 2's out." I was like, "Oh, Camilla literally just said."
I was like, "Do you want to watch the trailer?" I remember the
Yeah.
TV was right here, and I was like,
Have you heard before it was broken?
Before it was broken, before Joe broke it, I was like, "Joe, have you ever heard of this movie? Like, you love scary movies." And you're like, "No, I haven't actually." And I was like, "I think you actually would potentially really like it." Like, I was like, "It's a low budget, but like, I think you would like it." I think we watched the trailer of it, and you're like, "Yeah, like maybe."
Yeah.
And then continue because the rest of the story is your story.
Yeah, then but I happened to go to Showcase that night, or I think it was that night or the next night, and they had the thing up for Terrifier 2, and Graham's like, "Oh, Terrifier 2's out." I was like, "Oh, Camilla literally just said I should watch Terrifier 1. Do I need to watch 1 to see 2? He's like, "Probably not." So we went to see 2, and then I went back and watched 1. So the first person to mention Terrifier to me was you. So there you go. There's your shine.
I love that for me. Okay, so then you watched 2.
Yeah.
Watched 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer 1 over the? You know how sometimes people say like the original is better.
Yeah.
Than the sequels.
Yeah.
You watched it reverse.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that the newest one is better than the original?
I do, because of the budget.
Okay.
And I think I was just watching something about Kevin Smith reviewing like all his movies, and he said something similar about Clerks 2. Like, I think Clerks 2 is better than Clerks 1.
Yeah.
Not to take away from Clerks 1 or Terrifier 1, but when you're starting out, when you have a good concept like that, and then you get a little bit of a bigger budget, you see what it can become. Mm-hmm. So I prefer 2, and I prefer like Clerks 2. You know, because there's some sequels that, because of the budget, I mean, there's other ones that they have big budgets out the gate, and the second one flops. Right. Hocus Pocus. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I can agree.
Hocus Pocus 2 wasn't as good. I will say.
Is it because of the nostalgia for us, or is it because it truly wasn't as good?
No, but here's the thing, because I just watched Beetlejuice, and that came out in 1988 or 89.
It was in the 80s.
And the sequel was pretty good compared to the original.
Okay.
So it can go either way.
Okay.
What do you prefer out of that?
So that's a good question. It's hard for me to tell, because the problem that I had with the second one was this like mystified part of it.
The end with Sienna. I know. It's very weird.
Where I'm hoping that maybe there's an explanation for it. I've been wanting to watch one of those YouTube videos where they like break down the ending, because maybe it's something that I just don't understand. But this like mystified, like you got bashed in and somehow like you're rising from the ashes like a phoenix. Like there's this, and then spoiler alert, but like Art's head like literally freaking comes right off, right? At the very end. And somehow, obviously there's a third. So like, but the idea of it that I always had that Art was a real person. Like this wasn't like a artificial, like mystified person.
Like
it was
an
like
it
a real,
or something.
Yeah, like it was a real person who dressed up as a mime, who's a killer clown mime thing.
Yeah.
So that's where I don't know if I follow that.
That's where it lost me too, because I liked the movie so much, but the end was weird because she was like drowning, and then it was like this like
golden light.
It was like Saint Michael like defeating Lucifer, and it was like,
and I
it
get
got
it
a little weird
because like it's like these wings, and like her dad drew them or whatever. Like I don't remember to a T, but like I need to watch one of the breakdowns before I watch the third one, because I want to see if there's something that I just maybe don't understand. And maybe it's not so like mystified. Maybe there's like an actual, I don't know.
The only
that
thing
was my problem with the second one. The first one didn't have that. The first one was very like cut and dry.
No pun intended.
Like literally. Low budget, but like cut and dry, like killer clown mime. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's just like that's all it really was. There was no like fake fantasy thing that was going on.
I think they would probably explain it in the beginning of the third one somehow. From what I understand is the third one takes place X amount of years after the second one. So it could be something where, I don't know if that's the case, but you could spin it to where they were some sort of, maybe they were like, because remember she was drinking that night?
Yes.
Maybe she envisioned that she was fighting Art and she wasn't.
Oh, that's a cool.
So then you could still say that he is not like this mythical thing. He's still a real guy. He didn't really die because she was fighting something else because she was drugged that night or she was drinking.
That would be a cool. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
If that is the case, then I would say that I liked the second one more than the first.
Okay.
As of right now, I think I like the first more than the second because I don't follow like the end of it.
The ending was weird.
The ending was just very weird to me. As someone, but like granted, I also watched the first one like, when did it come out? Do you know?
I think 2016, 2018 or something like that. 2016.
Let me see. Terrifier 1 release date. The first question is budget. March 15, 2018. I watched it in 2018. I probably watched it like a month after.
Yeah.
I found it and I was like, let me give this a try. And I found it and I liked it and it was what it was.
Yeah.
Which this doesn't make sense, but based on what 3 is like is going to determine whether or not I like 2 or 1. Because it's going to put it in perspective, or if it's really going to be like, oh, okay, like this was the fantasy thing. In which case it's cool, like whatever. Like I like it still. There's no part of me that doesn't like it.
Right.
But I like knowing that it's like a real, like that's a real fear. Like she goes into the Halloween store and you're like, wait, is this like a real person? Like what's going on? Like this is kind of creepy kind of deal. So, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see on Terrifier 3, which is coming out October 11th.
In theaters near you. Probably Showcase.
And it's probably coming out in every theater, you think?
If it's coming out in Rhode Island, it's going to be coming out in more fucking places.
But like, you think all movie theaters will carry it?
I think. Well,
Did
Showcase.
the second one do it?
Yeah, Showcase carried number 2. Probably didn't have a lot of showings, but I mean, a major like Showcase. What's another big one? AMC. They'll probably have some showings. Lincoln, if you're in Rhode Island, they'll probably show it in Lincoln.
Okay.
Apple, I don't know. Apple's weird though.
Why?
Because for some reason, it doesn't seem like they get as many movies as even Showcase does.
The guy who owns it is like an Indian guy who owns like 3 or 4 in Massachusetts. Like, so there's not a ton.
There's not a lot of Apple cinemas. No. 'Cause I think there's New York, Mass. There's only a handful, I think.
There's a few. Yeah. It's like an Indian guy who bought it out a few years ago. I remember looking it up because I was like, what is Apple Cinemas?
I'm curious if there's if they're going to have any showings at a smaller known theater. That I don't want to blow up the name because it would ruin my spot.
Can you hint it to me and I'll look it up if they are? Because like,
did you get that?
Wow, I'm really bad at lip reading.
There's 3 words there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
I really should try to promote it so they get more business.
Yeah,
and
why
shit,
don't you?
Because I like when a movie comes out and Showcase has packed cinemas and shit, because now they all have recliners, which I have a note about the Attleboro one. They all have recliners, so there's not as many seats as the old, like Seekonk still hasn't been updated, so there's like 100 seats. And Providence doesn't have updated seats.
Very bad.
So they have like 100 seats of the regular one. With the recliners, it's like 50, which is good, but it's also the chances of you sitting next to people.
Fair.
I can't stand that. I hate that so much.
Okay. So what I see is for Terrifier 3 will be out on October 10th. So the day before.
That Thursday night.
There's
usually one show at Thursday night.
It's going to be at the Providence Place Cinemas and IMAX, Showcase Cinemas in Seekonk, Showcase in Warwick, Showcase Cinema Deluxe in Patriot Place, the AMC Dartmouth, Regal Bellingham, Showcase Cinema in Randolph, Legacy Place, AMC Framingham. I do not see Cinema World.
Oh, see, so no Cinema World, no Apple, and then
no.
Yes.
Yeah. Like these are all Regals and AMCs. I do not see it. Let me just go into Cinema World website because I'm very curious now. Cinema World is something else, man. Like
they were like the premiere. Yeah, they were, but now they're so out of date. They need
to do it like a little work to it. That's all it needs, a little TLC.
I know, but that was like because it felt like a better vibe than Showcase back in the day. But by the way, so I went to the Attleboro one.
Yes.
When you said they had the recliners.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, but they don't have the tray thing that slides over.
Oh yeah, they don't. It's just your like cup.
Yeah, so I was like, where do I put all my shit on the ground like I'm in fucking 2002?
I like that one though.
Nah, I wasn't a fan. I saw what the fuck was it? Some Marvel movie. Deadpool
and Wolverine. Okay. Oh wow. I just went on Cinema World. Okay. Showing tonight, Never Let Go. The Substance, which is one of the ones that I told you. It's supposed to be a scary movie. Speak No Evil, which I need to watch.
This is good. Not really scary, but good movie.
Beetlejuice. There's a lot of movies I need to watch. Okay. I did watch Blink twice, which I do think that you should give it a shot. Oh, it's not showing me anything past October 3rd.
Maybe that's why. Because Showcase put out the showtimes already for Terrifier that weekend. Opening weekend. So if you go to Coming Soon, you'll see the showtimes for that.
Yeah, I'm going to... Okay, Coming Soon... Joker.
What was that face?
Joker. Something you wouldn't like.
I have to see that though.
It's so good.
I
the first one was just good. It's about mental health.
I watched it. I didn't like it.
I just don't understand.
I didn't like it.
Because it wasn't even about it wasn't about Batman versus Joker.
It's just the laugh too much for me.
Nosferatu.
What?
Is coming out October 11th.
What is it?
Nosferatu.
That's coming. Nosferatu is coming out in December.
Nosferatu.
Oh, that's probably like an original or something.
Smile 2, October 18th.
Yeah, I'll see that.
I'm so mad that they're using this girl, who is the girl who played Jasmine in Aladdin, who also came from Disney Channel's Lemonade Mouth.
Wait, that's the same chick who played Jasmine
in Aladdin.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't even look like her.
Yeah. Jasmine.
Why are you mad at that?
Because I wanted to play Jasmine in Aladdin. I'm Middle Eastern. She's British.
You don't act.
Yes, I do.
When do you act?
In my head.
Dude, you can't. I'm going to tell you this. You're never going to get plucked from the sky to be put and starred in a movie.
I have been trying to do auditions. Fun fact. I actually have been. Yeah.
Do you do acting classes?
I'm taking one at PPAC.
Like consistently?
Not at PPAC. Trinity Rep.
Consistently.
Not consistent. Like I signed up for my first acting class, but I was in a short film that some kid put together in college. Yeah. It's called My Name Isn't Alice. Don't look it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were also in my my no audio.
Which someone
easy with that. She's delicate.
Someone from Terrifier, the producer, right? Yes, producer.
Yeah.
Loved it. I met him at a convention, and him and I became friends because I also was a speaker at the convention. Mm-hmm. And he was the producer of it. I remember I walked by his table. And I was like, oh my gosh, Terrifier. And I pulled my friend and I was like, I love Terrifier. And she was like, okay. And then I'm walking away and he's like, I produced it. And I turned around and I was like, what'd you just say? He's like, I produced Terrifier. I was like, shut up. I thought you were just like selling the collectibles from it. And he was like, no, that's not the case. And I was like, oh, okay. And we had a great talk, and he talked to you, but you were very sicky that day.
Yeah, that was stomach bug.
Yeah,
time.
so he saw your ceiling, but he also said some very vulgar things to you. What did he say? Something about jacking off. He was like, make sure you stay at home, you rest, you relax, you jack off, like something like that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. Something about like setting records.
October 20th anniversary of the original Saw.
See, when they do these flashbacks, I like to go to the theater and watch them.
I would watch this because it says see the unrated version in theaters for the first time, October 20th and the 23rd
Do
only.
Side note on the Terrifier thing, because I meant to bring this up.
Yes.
From what I understand, David Howard Thornton usually has the longer line because he's art.
Yes.
For me, and that's cool. But for me, I wanted to meet Damien.
I know you
because he's the director.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, so he remembered Graham from last year because he went to CT Horror Fest, and he's like, I don't remember the name, but how have you been?
Oh,
so he remembered him.
That's awesome.
And then when he went back Sunday, he goes, his line was like nothing. So I was figuring if Damien's line isn't that long, I'm going to show him the video that you showed the other guy that we did. And I was like, I can show the fucking director. And then we have the producer and the director who saw our shit. So then when we put out the next one,
we could be like, hey.
He's like, hey, motherfuckers.
Check it out.
Check it out.
That would be sick.
And that didn't happen. But
I know.
That's okay. There's
always
next year.
There's always next year. It's okay.
What did you say about Saw?
It's coming out the 20th and the 23rd, and it's the
October?
unrated version in theaters for the first time only. I think I've seen the unrated version because I own the DVD.
Yeah.
So I think so.
But it's still cool. Like last year I went and saw the original, was it last year? The original Halloween at the other theater.
Yes.
And then I also saw A Christmas Story. They played at that theater as
I
well.
would 100% watch it because I haven't watched. I was too young when the original Saw came out to go watch it in theaters.
I saw it with my father.
If it's the 20th
theaters.
anniversary, I was 10.
Really?
If it was the 20th anniversary,
yeah, I guess so. I thought
I was 10, so I would have been too small. I have the DVD because
you could have. I
remember. Yeah, right. My dad and mom would never watch that. I don't remember how I found it, but I think I was like, I was maybe like 16 at the time, or like 15, maybe.
You watched the original in like 2010.
Probably. I don't know for sure, to be honest. I don't remember.
What was your first rated R movie that you watched?
The Haunting of Emily.
Oh, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Is it The Exorcism?
It's one of the better exorcism movies that there's ever been. If you haven't seen it, watch it because all the new ones are fucking terrible.
Okay, so I do remember that one. It wasn't that. It wasn't this. It was The
Haunting in Connecticut?
No, I always forget the name of it, and I don't know why. I watched it in theaters with Heather and my friend Rose. Okay, so this girl, she's like, I'm not gonna do it any justice, but she's in a town. The whole town is like haunted. She's like, all I remember are bits and pieces of it, and she like. I was like 11 or 12 at the time. My parents bought us the ticket to go in. Yeah. And then like Heather and I and our friend Rose, and I was 13 actually, bought us the ticket to go in, bought himself a ticket, and then my dad left and was like, okay, bye girls, have fun.
I remember you saying this.
But yeah, it was...
so it was a girl and the whole town was haunted?
The whole town was haunted, and like she... was trying to escape at one point.
This sounds like The Wizard of Oz.
It's not The Wizard of Oz.
You sure?
I feel like the name Emily is in it. The Haunting of Emily. Is it? It's not The Exorcism of Emily Rose. There's another one. Yeah, because
she's just possessed. She's not haunted. I have no idea. When, like, how old do you think you were?
So if I was 13 years old.
2007.
Probably, yeah. So 2007. I know. This is going to... I found it. Right? I think this is it. The Haunting of Molly Hartley, maybe. 2008. Yes. Haunting of Molly Hartley. There you go. I remember it was something. 2008. So, like I said, I was 7th grade. Here. I don't know if this would be any telling.
I definitely didn't.
I don't know if like the pictures. I like I said, I couldn't remember.
Is that Zac Efron? Who is that?
Actually,
Who's the guy?
Good question. Who is the guy?
It looks like Zac Efron, but it's. I don't think it is.
Let's read the synopsis together. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Just make sure you read it. Yeah. There you go.
After surviving a brutal attack by her insane mother. Okay. Yes. Now this is all coming back.
Yes.
After surviving a brutal attack by her insane mother, teenage Molly is eager to get a fresh start at a new school. Attracting the attention in one of the school's most popular students, she thinks she is finally fitting in and getting her life on track. But on the eve of her 18th birthday, Molly learns the horrifying truth about her devilish legacy.
It sounds not good. Was it not good?
I mean, I was young. It wasn't scary, but I definitely liked it as a kid. I was 13.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is sweet. Like,
my first rated R movie.
My first rated R. My dad bought us tickets and then he left. Like, I was like, this is sick.
I feel like the first one I watched was Dangerous Minds, which was like, I don't even think I was 10. I might have been. No, I don't know. That's where Gangsta's Paradise came from. From that movie.
Do you know?
With Michelle Pfeiffer.
Like, when your love of horror first started?
It definitely wasn't when I was a kid because I was fucking petrified of Chucky. I was petrified of
oh, how times have changed.
Michael Jackson's Thriller, the video. It creeped me out so
you were
bad.
going to say Michael Jackson, period. I was like,
no, well,
Joe.
When I was a kid, maybe.
Not very nice.
R.I.P. Thriller. But then I was like scared of like random shit. You remember the show The Nanny? Was it The Nanny?
With Fran?
Yeah, the old lady creeped me out for some reason.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
love The Nanny.
That and fucking Groove is in the Heart. Do you remember that song?
No.
If you
Can
heard
you sing
it, no. If you heard it, you'd know. The video used to creep me out. I used to get very creeped out very easily when I was a kid.
Groove is in the Heart?
Yeah, you know this song. If you don't know this song, I'm leaving. I'm just going to get up and leave.
How long are we into this episode? 27? Yeah, you can leave if you want.
Wow. Fucking shortest episode ever. You got to fast forward a little bit. You'll know.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The video creeped me out.
What was in the video?
It was like this weird hippie kind of, just
like space.
Yeah, like the video was very like, trippy and hippie, and it creeped me out. So I don't think my love of horror happened until I was probably like maybe around 13 or so, because then I started watching Halloweens, and I went to see Saw, which is not a horror movie, with my father.
That's a whole other conversation. So Halloween was like truly dignified your love for all things horror? Because Saw was for me. Like, I remember I went to college and I was 16 at the time. And
you just watched the first horror movie?
Shut up. And there was a video store called, it wasn't FYE, it was something else. It was just
Strawberries. Remember Strawberries?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Blockbuster? Man. Is that like?
No, that was a video store, and they had video games.
What's Strawberry?
Strawberries is on Route 2 where Men's Warehouse is, the big one.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side.
Yeah.
That used to be Strawberries, which was basically an FYE beforehand.
Really?
And it had an upstairs and a downstairs. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You oldie.
Good times.
Yeah, there was a store. And it was a video store, and everyone would always be on the top part. If you go on the bottom was where all the horror movies were. Everyone would always hang out at the top, and I would make my way down and go into the bottom level.
Where was this?
Boston.
Maybe it was a Sam Goody? I don't know if they had that.
It started with like an F.
It wasn't FYE?
It wasn't an FYE. I'll find it. Yeah, I'll look it up in a second. But so the downstairs were all horror movies, and I remember going through it and just like looking up because I didn't know what a lot of these movies were. Like at the time,
you're still watching fucking Disney.
I still do.
I know.
At the time, I didn't know what like a Serbian film was, so I would be like, "What is the scariest movie ever?" And it's like a Serbian film, so I picked that up, and then I would leave, and they were cheaper because they weren't brand new movies; they were like used. I think. So then I would leave, watch the movies in my dorms, and then keep them because it wasn't like a renting thing. Like you bought them. You could sell it back to them if you wanted to. But
Yeah.
I would buy them, and then I was like, okay. And then I would go and I would find the Saw movies, and it would be like a guessing game of like, which Saw movie can I find there today? Because they didn't have like every single movie.
Yeah.
And eventually I got all of them in the collection, except for like the newer ones, obviously. But yeah, like I remember seeing what is it called, Monster, with like Charlize Theron, where she plays the like I bought that because it was supposed to be a good movie. I still have never watched that movie. You still have my Serbian film too, by the way.
You take it when you leave.
You don't? Do you physically have it or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why? Where the fuck? What do you mean?
Because I thought you were gonna lend it to. No.
I don't remember.
Well, he asked for it, so let him watch it.
Okay. This is what happened when I told you this story. This is how Mel knew my level. I said, "Do you want to watch a fucked up movie? Or do you want to watch a really fucked up movie?" She's like, "Go, Really? She's like, "Go big or go home." Johnny Tsunami, and I was like, "All right." And then I put it on, and once we get to the end, she's like, "Too much." It was too much because of the kid.
Of course.
Like, too much.
That's what makes it too much. The rest of
it
is fine.
I asked you. I didn't give you any premises. I said one's fucked up, but it has a
What was the other one that you were going to do?
I'll tell you in a second, but the way I presented it was, this one's fucked up, but it's I'm trying to think of the words. It comes back around. Like it's satisfying at the end.
Okay.
I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh.
The remake.
Oh.
It's rough.
I don't know if I ever watched the remake of it.
You didn't?
I don't think so.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, you should watch that. It's rough. I'm just gonna tell you, it's you put your trigger warnings on everything. That's a trigger warning, but if you stick with it, it's
from 2010.
Yeah, it's very satisfying at the end.
Yeah, I don't think I watched it.
All right, put that on your list.
Does it follow the first one?
I don't remember what the original. I never watched the original.
Oh, okay.
I just watched the remake one because it was really good, but it's heavy. In the beginning, it's pretty heavy.
Okay.
But give it a shot.
I shall watch it. Can you watch Blink twice?
I will. I have to rent it because I think it's still in theaters.
Yeah,
the rental is like, actually I was gonna see that.
$20.
Oh, you rented it. You didn't go to the theater. We were gonna go see that, and then we went to see Front Room instead because it looked like it had more upside.
Bad. What was it about again?
Brandy's mother-in-law.
I know. Yep.
Dude, it went
remember. As soon as you said Brandy.
Absolutely motherfucking nowhere. I'm gonna just throw this out there. And I don't know if this was an A24. It may have been.
Their movies are okay.
When people see A24, they have a cult following. People love it. I immediately, if I see a good trailer, I'm like, A24. I'm like, fuck it. It's not going to be good.
What were some of the last ones that they put out?
I don't know. Look at the list. I remember we went to see It Comes at Night for a double movie day. Nothing happened. Nothing fucking happened. Nothing came. Nothing saw. Nothing conquered.
Moonlight, Everything, Everywhere,
Midsummer.
All at Once. Midsommar. Uncut Gems, which I never watched. After Sun, Midsommar. The Farewell, Florida Project, The Witch.
The Witch was okay.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Wasn't Talk to Me one? Talk to Me was pretty good.
It was okay.
That was like pretty good.
It was better of the movies that came out in the last few years.
The Iron Claw, Green Room, Civil War, Amy. The Amy Winehouse one. 8th Grade.
They kind of dip into other genres now, but when they were doing like the horror thriller kind of things, when I see an A24, I immediately go, But you know what's getting there too? Like Blumhouse is getting there.
Like bad or good?
Yeah, like not good.
Really?
There's just not very many good horror movies. That's why Speak No Evil wasn't really a horror. It was more of a thriller, but it was good.
You liked it.
It was better than...
Blumhouse put out Speak No Evil, and they've also put out Five Nights at Freddy's, Megan.
That was terrible. Megan was okay.
I never watched Megan. I do want to watch Megan. Black Phone was really good. Did you watch Black Phone?
Thought it was too hyped.
Really? Yeah. Oh, I really liked it. I watch it every time it's on TV. Insidious.
Yeah, but that's like years ago now. I'm saying like recently.
I've never watched Imaginary. You did.
Terrible.
Afraid?
Not good. I just watched that one too.
Truth or Dare?
Don't know.
Wolfman is next year. That sounds interesting. Oh, Happy Death Day. The Purge movies. Night Swim. You watched that. I didn't watch that.
Not good.
Yeah, I know you didn't like that. Paranormal Activity. Halloween. Split. They have a lot of good movies. Like
Yeah,
I
mean, but
like,
I'm saying like
maybe
recently.
this year, like not huge fans of it, but like Insidious Red Door was last year, and that was pretty good. I mean, it follows
good.
all of the Insidiouses. Halloween Kills, which you liked that one, right?
No.
Or no, you didn't like Kills or It Ends. Or
I ended up liking Kills more because Ends was so bad.
Okay. Glass was good. Megan 2.0 is next year.
Megan was only good because you knew when you walked into it that it was ridiculous. Kind of like Abigail.
Right?
Did you just smack my camera?
Right? Is that the dance?
Oh, yeah, in the hallway, something like that.
Yeah.
Did you watch Abigail?
No.
It's ridiculous, but honestly, it's one of the better fucking horror movies.
Okay, so I need
Weirdly.
to watch that. What else did they put out? Happy Death Day to You. Never watched that one.
I didn't
Forever
see.
Purge, Election Year Purge, more Insidiouses, Sinister 2, and then Ouija. I never watched Ouija.
It was okay.
I don't mess with Ouijas.
I won't
watch them and I won't play.
I can watch the movie. I don't participate in that.
I just don't. Oh, Unfriended. That one was a good one. It was like a weird one.
That's like right up your alley.
I know, because it was all like, I mean, it was like stupid, but it was like all of a sudden it's like, you unfriended me and like, and, then
and you hurt my feelings.
and then it's like a Zoom call and then they all start to die.
Honestly, half the people on TikTok that should be like reality.
No.
Maybe we do the purge of TikTok. Maybe the purge of social media.
Get Out. Get Out was good. There were a lot of, I get
Yeah, but I'm saying recently. I'm not saying
2023 and 2024.
They've dropped off.
It's because you didn't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think
That
Five
was
Nights
bad.
at Freddy's was
bad.
catered to you though. Like that was supposed to be for kids. Like it was supposed to be a scary movie, but like not scary actually. Because Five Nights at Freddy's isn't scary.
I know, but I had high hopes that it was gonna be scarier than it was.
No,
and it was bad. I walked out of it.
The game itself is like not scary.
Yeah, no, I know, but maybe they were making it into a scary movie.
That's stupid. Okay, going back, and we'll wrap it up. So
well,
October
I've got to
20th
wrap
and
it up with
23rd.
something else first.
What?
Once you're done, what are you doing
Okay.
right now? How far
October
back are you going?
20th and 20. Still at
okay.
Cinema World. Venom coming out. John Wick. Blah blah blah
no.
blah. Fifth Element.
I don't know what
Gladiator
that is.
2. Wicked.
Gladiator 2 is that's on my list.
Wicked. November 26th. Okay, so now we're in November. So no, Cinema World will not be carrying Terrifier,
Bums.
which I think is stupid.
Also, the trailer. Did you watch the trailer for this Wicked?
Yes. Oh, I mean, I watched it when they showed it. I think on the Super Bowl.
Oh, all right. Because I just saw another trailer for it when I.
Oh,
was
I
at
didn't
the
watch
movies.
any new ones.
And I saw Beetlejuice.
Okay, so have you ever? You're not a play kind of gal, but
I did see the Grinch at.
you did. I remember you saying that.
somewhere in Rhode Island.
I think if you watched the play, I'm not a play kind of person either. I think you would actually like it. It's like the adverse of like the Wizard of Oz, not from
Yeah.
her perspective. It's from the witches. The play is really good. What I haven't watched any trailer since. I watched the first original trailer that dropped during the Super Bowl and I cried. It's very good. Like
Wow.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
yeah.
Watch
I
the
really
watch the
liked it.
extended trailer, and I was like, I'm glad I wasn't alone because I looked at
Mel?
Mel and I go, "What the fuck is this?"
I'll have
And she
to
goes,
watch
I
the
have
new
no idea.
one. I'll have to watch the new one.
It looks bad.
I really liked the first trailer. I have no.
Why were you crying because it was so
so
overwhelmingly
good. I mean,
bad.
I watched Wicked at PPAC, and there's a song that plays, and it's like it's like the most famous song from Wicked, and there's a note that they hit that is like such a beautiful note in this song. Like it's so high. Idina Menzel, who plays Elsa in Frozen, her voice is very like. She didn't get famous from it, but like she was like the original voice of Alphaba, which is like the witch.
Yeah.
And that note to see like this other girl like hit it, and it was so good. It was like really cool. And I watched also. I didn't see the trailer yet, but I had seen this like video clip of when Ariana got the call. Like this was Ariana's dream role since she was a little girl. Like she's wanted to play Glinda. Before she was on Nickelodeon, she like would always post about how she wanted to be like she's going to be Glinda one day. Like she knows she will. And then this other girl auditioned, obviously, for the witch. And I watched their audition tapes of them, like, auditioning. And then when they get the phone call that they got the role, and, like, Ariana starts crying, and she's like, I promised to take such good care of her. Like, you could tell, like, Ariana's a superstar, right? Like, she kind of has done, like, a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, to see her get so emotional over, like, a role that, like, she,
I feel like you're going to
loved.
cry right now.
Yes.
And, like, honestly, even just listening to this and talking about the trailer again, I'm sorry I even brought it up.
Yeah, you should be. But, like, it was so cute, and it's so sweet to see someone, like, so passionately love that role. And the same thing with the other girl that plays the witch.
That's how I would feel if I get to play Michael Myers. All right, let's wrap this up. What are your predictions for Terrifier 3?
Okay, now that you put that in my head, I hope you're right. I hope that 2 was like was at the party, was drugged, imagined it, and that's why she had supernatural powers. I'm going to go with that because I really like that, and I want that to happen to make it make sense in my head. I really don't want these supernatural powers.
I don't either, and I have to try to avoid it because of the way that 2 went. Is the only thing I didn't love because I don't like mythical sci-fi type shit.
I don't either. I mean, I like them. Like, I don't mind it, but not when I had this idea already that this was supposed to be like a...
If you go into it knowing that it's fake or whatever,
then that's fine.
Then it's okay.
But that wasn't how 1 was set up, and
right.
really that's not how the second one in the beginning was set up. Like, I didn't take it as that. So
yeah.
When you start to switch it on me, my brain is like, I don't like this.
That's why The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween 6, was the worst movie in that franchise because it became like this cult thing, and he was like, there was a spell and mad. It's like, nah, I'm over that.
Yep.
So if I'm not right, it's going to be unfortunate. But really, I mean, also, good prediction, though.
It is a good prediction because I didn't think of it like that.
Take notes.
But
Damien.
I like that, and I hope you're right, and I can't wait to watch it. And I'm really happy that I got the credit that I deserved.
Listen.
In the beginning of this episode.
I know.
I'm going to take this and run with it.
I know. You needed the credit. You needed it.
I needed it just once because you never give it to me.
Yeah,
so this was like the one time I'll take it.
You mentioned it to me first. Because it showed up on Roku, and you're like, "Oh, have you seen that? It's really good." So I'll give you credit.
Thanks.
You've introduced it to me.
Thanks. And now you have a whole addiction because you spent how much money on this?
I can't say because I gave it. I can't because I don't want him to know what I spent.
How much you spent?
He probably
can look it up on eBay.
I know him. He looked it up on eBay
100%.
when he drove home.
100%.
But I don't,
Okay, so what is it worth now?
Now, without the signatures, it went up to $200 on eBay.
Now,
so
with the signatures,
it went up since I bought it. The value already went up. With the signatures, I don't know. I'd probably say maybe like 3-ish. Maybe over 300.
But you'll never sell it.
I don't know. Honestly, the way my luck's been going, I might have to sell everything. I just got it. I got to get rid of it.
Are we going to go watch it together? Final question.
Look at she's like my child. Like I just let her down. So Graham and I are watching Terrifier 1 and 2 on the Friday night, and then 3 at some point after that. I may or may not.
You're not going to go opening night?
No, because I need to watch 1 and 2 first. Plus,
why don't you watch it the weekend before?
We could, but
yeah.
I don't know. I may or may not already have my tickets to the show that I'm going to.
AKA, you're not going opening night then. Okay.
No, I definitely don't want to go on a Friday.
I would go on that Thursday.
Thursday would be the better one, but I think I might have found another better one, maybe. But Thursday night.
I feel like that Thursday at 8 would be so mint.
I don't know. I think it's only Thursday at 10. Do they have an 8 o'clock show?
I just read it out to you.
I didn't know they had. Because usually, like, opening night is like 10 on a Thursday.
It's 8.
Maybe.
I'm going to go to that. So I guess we won't go together.
We're not. Because I'm not going on Thursday. Also, I'm not going on Friday.
And you're not going with me. So
I'm not going on Sunday because it's football day.
So you're going Saturday.
Yep. Maybe.
You already have your tickets.
I know.
So why are you acting like you don't?
Because I don't want people to go to the show. I want the whole theater
They don't know what
myself.
Theater you're going to. Relax.
Listen, but you never know. If
We're
I
going
give
to your secret theater. No,
I don't think they're showing it.
They don't carry it. I know.
They don't care yet.
I know.
I don't think they're showing it there.
Joe is going to be going to a showcase near you.
I just don't want to like give people ideas to go, like, because they think that it's going to be a good time to go. I just don't want to give people ideas. I don't want to sit next to people. I hate that more than anything.
Because our podcast has that much of an influence to have people to go. It's just because we said to go.
It's not necessarily that, but if somebody listens to it,
they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be like, they're gonna listen to me. They're gonna go on Thursday with me, and I'm gonna make friends, and you're gonna be by yourself, just the way you want it.
That's exactly what I
know.
Want. I'm not looking for new friends.
Okay.
I'm looking to get rid of some. Really, I'm doing a fucking eBay sale.
All right. Well, Terrifier 3 coming out to theaters October 11th. Our predictions are hopefully right, and I guess we'll see. Art is pretty cute, man. I don't know. Are you going to be in for Halloween?
I am.
Okay.
Well, I am. I'm trying to get somebody else to finally. I might have to pull the trigger myself because she won't
just
buy
the
it.
costume.
I know. I'm just going to have to.
Just buy it for her.
I was at Spirit. They had it, but it was more expensive than Party City.
Just buy it for her.
I'm just going to buy it for her.
There you go. And great first episode back. Guess who's back? Back again. I wish we had a button for it. Nope.
You're just going to go through all of the...
I forgot. There you go.
There it is. Okay.
See you guys next time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Okay, bye.